Hello and welcome to Bromance Talks. I'm Michael.
I'm Bob.
I'm John.
There was a pause because
we never do that right.
We don't do this right. So, what is today's topic? Oh, my neck.
Well, if you don't break your neck over there, today's topic is E3. Pre-E3, so we're gonna...
Post E3.
I was just gonna say, the memo said pre-E3.
Yeah, we're pre-E3 right now. We're just gonna be making speculation and guesses about what's going on at this year's E3. So this is probably gonna be a lot longer than our Dynasty Warrior talk, because we're gonna be talking about Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, and the third parties,
we'll try
respectively.
to condense it as much, but you know.
We will. But to save it on you guys, I said you in the whatever minute of the video.
47 seconds.
Yeah!
We're gonna find the episode that's a joke from.
Sidetracked. Anyway,
we'll make sure to timestamp where each thing goes in.
So that way, if you don't want to watch the full episode, you can click on either one you want. But
that way the Sony guys can just watch the Sony part.
There you go.
There you go.
But I think we'll start off with Microsoft, right?
Microsoft, because that is, for us, the, I think, weakest of the big three.
Yeah, I would go with that. There's literally nothing Microsoft has to offer me right now that I'm interested in.
So, let's see.
The only thing I look for is the indie games that were on my Xbox 360. But even then, they're still on my 360, so... Why the one?
True. So what do we think they're going to bring out? I don't think they're bringing out a new Gears. They might bring out an expansion for it, but...
I don't think they'll bring out anything about Gears, because Gears 4 was what? Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last year. So
it was, because that was...
I feel like the big thing they're going to do is, like, here's a giant map pack, or, like, maybe here's a kind of like a mini campaign for
They've
them
got a
to
Call
do.
of Duty coming out soon, don't they?
Yeah, but that's third party more than anything.
Yeah, it's Activision, and they're more focused on Sony right now. But
yeah, I just keep remembering Microsoft as that weird guy who bought all the cool shooters.
Yeah.
So yeah, last console generation.
They aren't doing a Halo, from what I heard.
From what I heard, they're not doing a Halo 6. They're not giving a numbered Halo.
Yeah.
We could see Is Halo Wars out? Halo Wars 2?
Yes, Halo Wars 2, I got that. I haven't played it yet.
Then I honestly don't know what Microsoft has to offer.
Maybe ODS 2?
I don't think so. I don't know how Halo 5 ended.
I don't know how any of the Halos have gone recently.
Yeah.
I think I stopped at 4, so we do apologize for our lack of knowledge on that.
I played 3, I saw the cutscenes from 4, and was not having it. Didn't even finish. It was just like, that meant nothing!
Trying to think of what else.
All they got really
Minecraft.
Really?
Yeah, they own Minecraft.
Huh.
I didn't know they owned that.
I didn't know they owned that.
I thought that was a third-party thing.
Nope.
Wow.
Mojang sold it to them, so they own Minecraft, so they can do a Minecraft game.
It might explain where story mode came from.
I guess the biggest thing, since we don't really have any games, sorry, Microsoft fans, is Scorpio.
Yes. It's better late than never at this point.
Yeah, Cliffy B, he actually came out and said that Microsoft's getting its shit together with that.
I haven't heard anything about the Scorpio. I've heard that it's supposed to be as strong as a PlayStation 4 Pro, or is it supposed to be stronger than a PS Pro?
I don't know. All I saw was when Cliffy B was talking about Lawbreakers, he mentioned, because a lot of people were like, it seems like a lot of stuff is on the PlayStation for it, and he's like, well, it's on the Xbox One, and they were like, well, what about the Scorpio? And he's like, listen, Scorpio's doing really good, they're doing a lot of cool things with it, but no.
I'd like to point out with that, I haven't heard anyone talk about Scorpio dev kits, have they?
I don't think they have.
Yeah, they should be in the wild by now.
They should be. If they're not in the wild, it should at least, like, we should get some feelers out there for it. I
haven't heard anything about Scorpio other than the fact that it's probably going to be revealed at E3 this year.
So yeah,
that would be good.
I'm going to speculate. I'm going to say holiday 2017 or early 2018 release for the Scorpio.
Probably, if they were doing something smart. So, I mean, we'll have to see what E3 says. I mean, it could be anything at that point.
Oh, this would be a good time. I think just about all the games this year are coming out in October.
Yeah, there are a lot of October releases, but we'll save that.
Everybody's afraid of November. They know what November is.
Remember.
Yeah, no one wants to take on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
All right, I guess
the
that's
5th of November.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think that's a great way to segue into Sony now.
Yes.
Guy Fawkes Day?
Guy Fawkes Day,
What?
It's really simple.
Nothing, it's a movie. Sony, everybody!
V for victory. There you go. I segued it.
Okay.
Sony won.
They might as well be winning.
Yeah,
I'm
might
pretty
as well. I mean,
I think they're what? Second in sales next to the Switch in Japan now? Because I know that the Switch, I think
the Switch had a big surge, and that was it. But,
yeah. But I know it's definitely outbeating Microsoft.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
even
handily.
I think even in America, the PlayStation 4 is beating Microsoft.
Oh, I know they're kicking its ass in Europe.
Well, because Microsoft kind of screwed up at the last E3.
Yeah, that was not good for them.
I have a bunch of other consoles. I'm usually on the PS4 now.
Yeah.
So Sony. I would say probably God of War is going to be there.
The Viking one?
Yes.
God of War definitely is there because they said that at E3, they checked some listings. There's going to be an advertisement running in LA for God of War 4. So it's probably definitely going to be there.
Yeah, but at what capacity, though? You think they're going to have a...
Well, I think they're going to have something because they have a whole
but
advertising...
Yeah, you can have a whole
commercial.
advertising thing, but do you...
You can have a really nice table, but can I play the game?
No.
Probably
I don't
not.
think they're going to have it, but here's the question.
Can I buy a figurine?
No. But here's the question, though.
Yeah?
Is it going to be the same slice they showed us at last E3 with the guy playing, or are they going to give us a trailer this time? Because I feel like they have to show us more of God of War 4 to get us even more excited, because it's gone silent since E3.
I think because it wasn't at, PSX?
It wasn't at PSX.
Because it wasn't at PSX, and because we didn't really hear anything from it from TGS, I think it's going to be probably a bigger demo, and they're probably going to give us a time frame of when it's coming out. If it is the holiday at the earliest, I don't see that happening, but it could be like, hey, it's this holiday.
Might get you the trailer.
Yeah. Here's God of War, it's coming out this holiday, or next, holiday in 2018.
I could see that.
And then probably they'll show a trailer to end it.
I think God of War 4 they should open on. It's a tentative title, right? It's tentative right now. No, it's just called God of War right now, right?
I think it's just God of War at the moment.
Yeah.
But everybody's calling it God of War 4 because it is God of War 4.
Sorry about that, guys.
I'm just going to turn it off for this
Yeah.
recording because there's no point to it.
Exactly. I think Sony might open with 4. I
think they will.
I feel like they have to. That's a strong way to start it off.
Honestly, that I don't think they're going to start with 4 because they started 4 last year. I think they're going to end with it.
I don't know. It all depends on what's going to be there because we've also got the Uncharted game that they're talking about. We haven't heard much from that. There's also the game you want, Josh's favorite game ever.
Last of Us 2.
Which has gotten no press at all since it was revealed.
I think I saw a thing in Game Informer, but that's about it.
Then there's Days Gone.
Is
that biker zombie game?
Yeah, I know nothing of that.
They haven't talked about... Sony's talked about none of their games.
None of their first-party games.
None of their first-party games. Even some of the third-party games they haven't talked about, like Last of Us and things like that. But, honestly, I kind of have to commend Sony for that, because it means, when they come out, they're going to be just going for the fences, because they're going to show you, hopefully, everything. Because I think the titles we've mentioned so far are definitely going to be there in some capacity.
Yeah, they have to. Some of those are Sony's biggest hitters. I'm going to say this. There's probably going to be either a Final Fantasy VII remake or Kingdom Hearts 3 on their stage, because that's also going to be a big pull.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I want Kingdom Hearts 3 because I personally want that done before 7 Remake, just because it started before 7 Remake.
Yep.
Since 7 Remake has been changing so many hands, I feel like they're gonna get Kingdom Hearts out there because they want people to see that.
Well, from the one guy I know, the one YouTuber I watch on You Have Video Games, Simmons, he stated that Disney is not insanely happy with Square and how they are treating Kingdom Hearts because they want Kingdom Hearts 3 out soonish.
Yeah.
So,
no, but Disney's all about churning projects out quick.
Yeah, so...
Tune to Disney XD. There's no writing.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though. Square has to uphold to that.
Yeah.
They have to appease them
And
to
they-
some amount.
And they got
We're putting on the finishing touches. Dude, you're 3 years late. Just give me a game.
It's what happens when you let Tetsuya Nomura, the
Yeah, I was gonna
procrastinating
say,
god,
they got-
take over our project.
They got Tetsuya on there, and that's probably the
Tetsuo?
exact- Yeah, exactly. Half past Tetsuo. That's why it's not.
I don't know. I
done.
trust Tetsuo more than I would trust Tetsuya.
Only because I want his bike.
So here's a theory. When I was at work, a coworker of mine was talking about it, and he said that this would be the greatest thing that Sony could ever do. So the Crash Bandicoot trilogy is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
What he said, and he's entirely right on this. If they really wanted to, you get the game, you open it up, and there's a demo for Spyro in it. And they have a Spyro HD remake. And then maybe they announce that at E3.
Is Spyro still theirs?
It's still theirs. That's what they made Skylanders into. But
Oh, okay, that was
what I'm
them.
saying is if a
I
lot
saw
of...
Skylanders cross-platform. I thought that was
Yeah.
but something else.
That would be a really good move on their behalf, because a lot of people, they wanted Crash Bandicoot back. I think a lot of people are going to want Spyro back, because that's kind of the two cornerstones of a lot of people's childhood. So it would make a lot of sense to put that out there. Or
Make
if they
some
don't-
nostalgia money.
Yeah. Or if they don't put that out there, or they don't put it at if they don't put it into the game, do it that way, at least announce it at E3. Be like, hey guys, remember Spyro? Here's Spyro. And make a remake of like the first 3 games again.
I'd say what I would love to see on their stage would be a Insomniac's Spider-Man, because that also wasn't
Yes.
at PSX. That looked amazing if that was some in-game play footage they showed off.
I think they said it might vary on there, but
Oh, that's
gameplay may vary because they were like, I think it's still an alpha, but
yeah, but I feel like they should show something off at E3. Either a guy actually playing it on stage to show us like, hey, maybe sometime next year it's coming out, but let us know what it's doing, because we haven't heard anything about it since
yeah.
E3 last year. Because they'd also skip PSX.
Yeah. I think, I know it's a third party, but I know it's going to get a big playtime to it. Call of Duty World War II is definitely going to get at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt.
Yep.
Because PlayStation gets the map packs first now, because they switched that ever since Xbox kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, I noticed that. A lot of things are bonuses for playing on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like I just got Assassin's Creed 4, and that's got bonuses on it.
Yep. Speaking of Assassin's Creed 4, I think that if Ubisoft announces something along in that vein, they'll probably have a lot of stuff on there.
Assassin's Creed, you mean?
Yeah, but I think we'll
we'll
hold all
hold
that,
off on that.
speculation until we get to the third, because we know they're going to bring up a bunch of third-party stuff that's probably going to be announced already, like, oh my god, this was announced on June 10th, and we've been watching it for the past 3 days, and they've just been, like,
Yeah, I know, right?
ramming it in our face. Hey guys, you remember this game?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm trying to think what else from Sony.
I just think a lot of third people think
Yeah, Marvel versus Capcom Infinite will
needs
probably...
to look better than the way you were talking about it last night.
Oh, it needs to do a lot of things, but we'll save that for there. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say we'll probably make an appearance on the PlayStation Store. On the PlayStation stage,
Yeah.
because that's usually it was revealed at PSX, wasn't it? Marvel versus it was. So it's definitely gonna get more limelight via
maybe
PlayStation.
Squeenix will put out its Marvel game.
Oh, I hope Square Enix.
Just another little piece of concept art.
No, we won't hear about that until next year. They made
I
very
know.
sure of that.
I know, I was just making a joke about it.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
since we didn't do this for Microsoft, we're gonna how about a pipe dream for Sony? Like,
Oh, we want to do this here? I thought we were
Yeah.
going to do it all the way at the end. And
no, I figured we get this done here because then that
Okay.
way, if people want to move on to the next one, it's like
Okay. For Sony, I mean,
wildest dream you can think of. That's what these are. Like things you know probably
Wildest-
would never come true.
How about an app that helps me find my controller?
All right, that's
my
bombs.
God, he is thinking outside the box. I can't think of really a Sony title I'd really love to see, like, be like, yeah, man, here's a new one, and I know that's disappointing, but
If they were really careful, they could make a decent Assassin's Creed game that isn't 4
that's
again.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's Ubisoft, unless Sony paid to make it. Well, if you got nothing, I got something. And this is definitely a pipe dream that will never come true.
Okay.
I would love, at some point during the press conference, lights dim down, there's a trailer, and someone's giving an overview.
The wizard works for Nintendo, John. He's not there.
Yeah, fuck the wizard. But a trailer shows up, there's a sword in the ground, a very familiar sword that me and Josh would know. And then you just see this guy in red armor come walking up, grab his sword. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this, right? He grabs it up, zooms in on him, and it's Dart. And if you know Legends of Dragoon, I love Legends of Dragoon. It shows up on him, and then behind him, it's just like the Green Dragon you first fight. And the trailer ends with him activating the Dragoon armor and having you look at what it would look like at,
2017
Legends of Dragoon remaster and or remake. If Sony did that, because Sony owns that property, I would lose my shit. If they don't have to give me a remaster, they don't have to give me a remake. They can give me a remaster, just updated graphics and shit, and I would lose my shit. I'd be like, this is awesome!
Yeah.
Just don't do what Square did. Fuck waiting all that time for part 2.
We'll make it into episodic.
No. Oh, fuck that.
You know what? I just thought of a perfect game, a game that would be great. My pipe dream, PlayStation All Stars 2.
Oh God. Fuck you.
Exclusively Kratos.
Fuck you. Fuck you in that salty memory.
So now we're on Nintendo.
Yep. Switch has been looking good. I do like the way they're going to keep their internet cheap.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that plan.
Yeah. I kind of feel like that they should keep it cheap because I don't think that there's going to be that much of going online.
Yeah, as of the start. I've heard, though, that you have to use a freaking app to be a party chat or something.
Oh, that's stupid. I have figured out a way for them to totally justify that where I would be like, yes, I will buy that $20 year expansion. Pokemon Stars. They put that on there, I will use the online feature. Because I will have a need for it.
Well, I think we should talk about the event because they're not going to have a stage. They haven't been at E3 stage-wise in almost 3 years now?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're probably going to get another Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
They're going to be at E3 because they have a big booth there, but they're not going to have a press conference.
Nah.
So I think what they're going to do at their event, or their little, Nintendo Switch, whatever, it's probably going to be Switch-focused, which it should be, with some 3DS functionality. But I guarantee you it's going to probably talk about Mario Odyssey, which will do we have a date for that?
I don't think we do.
I think holiday this year,
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey. Probably the next DLC expansion for Breath of the Wild for Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a Metroid game, because I know Retro is working on a new IP, and I know everyone wants Retro to make a new Metroid game, so that could happen. Or it could be another Donkey Kong and piss everybody off.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe a Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong in space. Got half of what you wanted, and 3/4 what you didn't.
Or maybe, and I don't see it happening, but maybe they announce some sort of Star Fox Switch.
Nah, I think that's too soon right after the Wii.
No, but I would like to see them announce some more games.
I think they're going to announce... what was I thinking? I think they're going to announce maybe something about Bayonetta, because they essentially own that franchise now. I would love them to have a Bayonetta 3 trailer, and then let us know that Bayonetta 1 and 2 are being ported over to the Switch.
It'd be nice, but I don't know.
It would make them money.
It would make them money. I'm not saying it wouldn't. I'm not sure.
A lot of the Switch is experimental for Nintendo. They're trying out a lot of new stuff, so we'll see how much they're willing to gamble on it.
Oh, they're willing. Have you seen what they're willing to do? Let's see. If they do a virtual console, that thing's just going to run off nostalgia.
Oh, no, yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind, because I would buy all the GBA
Unreal
games.
Luigi's Mansion?
I'd buy all those, and I'd play them on my Switch, on my TV. Fuck yeah. Fire Emblem GBAs on my HD TV. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Sacred Sword.
Maybe they'll actually talk about the.
I don't think that's a Fire Emblem game.
No, it's Sacred Stones, but close enough.
Sword, stones, they both start in mountains.
I want them to talk anything about the new Fire Emblem for the Switch.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that
Heroes, you mean?
that.
No, I would like to see Heroes. That's 70% done, so hopefully they would have something there in America. Because they say it's supposed to come out the fall this year with us and Europe and Japan. So that would be nice to see like actual gameplay, maybe some character reveals. But I'm talking about the new Switch one they announced back in their event. You know,
Fire Emblem working
title 2018.
Man, that's
the guy said it looks beautiful, and he also said, because I found this on Silicaron or Silicronus.
Siliconia or whatever.
Yeah, the one with the dinosaurs on it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I went on their site one day, and there was an article, and the guy, I think in charge of this one, he was talking about how it's not going to be like a regular Fire Emblem and how it's turning out to look beautiful. This is my pipe dream because I remember exactly what they said, what Awakening was going to be, if it was going to be the end. They were just going to have it be set in a sci-fi futuristic world where the knights were like the knights were like Gundams, the sword masters had lightsabers and stuff, the snipers were gunmen. And I'm just like, I kind of want that now, to see a Fire Emblem taking sci-fi.
Getting a lot of pushback, if I remember you telling me.
Some people do.
Yeah, some people. Listen, as much as I love Fire Emblem, I'm okay with it going sci-fi as long as it's like an entertaining idea. Right. But I know the fan base they're fucking hardcore.
What was it? They were bitching and moaning about all the characters that were added. What do you mean? Sacred Stones, Awakening, and Fates are the only character
you mean Shadow Dragon?
Them. Oh yeah, Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, it's not Sacred Stones. It's Shadow
Dragon.
Dragon.
The only ones that they're pulling from. That's bullshit, man. Bullshit.
I didn't understand where it was coming from.
It's all right, Gizmo.
I love
Fire
Emblem, and I've wanted a Fire Emblem Musou game forever, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
Even if they don't add Hector as a playable character right off the bat, they'll probably add them in DLC like they did for Hyrule Warriors.
So I guess pipe dream.
Pipe dream for me. I'd probably say maybe an HD remake or a brand new Golden Sun. Cause that would be no. I'm sorry, I want to change that. Golden Sun's nice, but I would love to see a new Advance Wars, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy here besides Josh who ever played Advance Wars on the GBAs when he was younger.
Yeah, you got me there.
Those games are fun as hell.
So, Bobbert, what would you like to see?
Honestly, I guess it's not totally speculatory. They data mined that one game and saw it might happen. This Pokemon game on the console. I'd like to see it encompass the Sun and Moon. Maybe let me have Pokemon walk behind me. Maybe just a big console game that actually holds more regions.
I feel like that would be a lot for the cartridge, though.
Not really.
Really? How big are the cartridges nowadays?
I don't know how big they are, but, I mean, you gotta think about it. Breath of the Wild is huge.
Yeah, but is it as
more
huge
detailed.
as... Yeah, but is it more huge than in a Skyrim game?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
They fit that on a... Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
They can do it. They just have to want to.
Here you go. This will also make me buy a Switch. If
John's Christmas list.
If you tell me
must be impossible
that you're gonna make a Super Smash Brothers Wii U Switch edition like you did with Mario Kart 8, I would buy that because then I would get to upgrade to a new system.
Yeah,
I'd have all the DLC because they'd release it with all the DLC characters and everything. It would be the full package.
That would be smart.
It would, and I would buy that, and I would get the season pass, and then we could play. Well, me and Bob could fight each other online or team up and fight a bunch of scrubs.
Maybe I'll get a Switch.
Yeah, and then we'll team up with Zach.
Yeah,
the Zach Attack.
Zach Attack.
Wait, why did I give him top billing?
He's a Lego maniac.
I don't know. So it's mine. I guess I'm in kind of the same vein as Bob. I would like to see Pokemon Stars announced. But I'd also like, instead of Pokemon Stars, there's a theory.
Diamond and Pearl remake?
Diamond and Pearl remake, but there's also Sun and Moon 2.
Isn't that a little early though?
No, not really.
Black 2 and White 2 weren't too far away from Black and White.
So there's a sequel to Sun and Moon. If you played Sun and Moon, you know how the game ends, and if you know how the game ends, yes, the game is set up for a sequel. But they also springboard off of that, and they say that because of how it ends, instead of having it in Aloha or making it Sun and Moon 2, you could have Fire Red and Leaf Green 2. And instead being Kanto. Because that's technically the chronological next game. So I would love to see...
where the one girl went to go on her adventure.
I would love to see any of those come to fruition. And then we have the third parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know what you wanted there, sport.
I'm sure it's on all our minds. I want to see something out of Koei.
Oh, Koei's definitely going to have...
Koei probably in Sony have not even 5 minutes. It'll probably be like a 2-minute, they'll show off something really quick for Dynasty Warriors.
No, I don't.
And it'll be like a splash screen.
Maybe.
Something more than still frames I'd like to see. I'd like to see somebody moving at least, even if you're not fighting too many people. I'd like to see somebody moving. I'd like to see a trailer.
I think they might give us a trailer.
Yeah.
They might give us a trailer, but they're not going to give us gameplay. That's going to be TGS at best.
Yeah.
When's that again?
In September.
Okay.
So...
But I guess that's... Well, I mean, we might get some other games from Tecmo Koei, but...
We might, but the two biggest ones are Dynasty Warriors 9 and the Fire Emblem Warriors right now.
Yeah.
Capcom. Oh, Capcom.
Fix that game.
Fix that freaking game, because I don't know if you guys know that about the leaks about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's character roster, which is a underwhelming 28. You know what? I'd be fine with 28 if the cast. The leaks were Capcom. Most of the returning characters are from Ultimate Marvel vs.
You want a new
Capcom
character?
3. No, we're getting 8 new characters, I think. But it's Capcom, they've got, Arthur, Chun-Li, Dante, Ryu, Morrigan, Judah, Monster Hunter, undefined, so we don't know if that's going to be a giant monster, if it's going to be a guy in one of the armor. Chris Redfield, really thought they were going to put Leon Kennedy in there. You
would think they would.
What else? They think Frank West might be in it again. Ryu, Mega Man X, which is good. Firebrand, and I think that's everyone on the Capcom side. Marvel is even more underwhelming. It's got Captain America, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Hulk, Thor, Thanos, Ultron, Rocket/Groot, and then there's one more I'm trying to remember. It wasn't hidden, it's just I can't remember.
Phoenix?
Yeah.
No, there's no X-Men character right off the bat, which people are pissed off about.
Yeah, I would be.
No, there's no fighting in X-Men.
But what's even more annoying is the fact that Sigma, the second bad guy in the game, is DLC. Why?
So is Venom. Venom is possibly a DLC character.
He's apparently been confirmed DLC, which makes me even more angry.
Yeah.
That one, they're probably just waiting to see if they can use the new actor.
No, they have no no license to that. This is full. Marvel's given Capcom full reign of everything. They don't have to hold up to the cinema universe. They said they can pull from anything.
Oh yeah, they're probably seeing if they want to.
But that's still an underwhelming cast, man. That's like I told you. That's stuff from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Most of the characters are returning. I think their sprites and animations are that they're just up-res, and I'm like, come on. People wanted
something new.
They wanted to see people like Asura. He's one of the number one most requested people to show up in a fighting game. I wanted Luke Cage just because of Netflix, and I know Luke Cage was pretty good compared to Iron Fist.
I'd actually like to
And
see
even
them
Iron
do
Fist
a
isn't in it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a DLC pack they do later with the Netflix folks in.
I feel
Daredevil.
I feel like that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna
that's...
eventually do a pack, and it's just gonna be hey guys, here's the Defenders from Marvel's Netflix series.
But that's just effed up,
But
man.
no Punisher.
You should have a game. I'm cool with 28 people, but you couldn't make the roster a little more diverse? Add some new people? Gamora, there we go. She was the new one.
That was the new one.
But I'm just really? Her
No
over
Ghost
Star-Lord? I'm pretty sure Star-Lord's more popular than she is, right?
Yeah, but they probably needed a female character.
Yeah, and people are pissed off about that, too. There's not a lot of female represented characters in there. I think there's only, like, 5.
Jubilee.
I'm just...
Fix everything with Jubilee.
I agree with everyone else. If this leak is true, then that gameplay better freaking save it. Because that's an underwhelming roster at
What was
best.
it, the one guy, he named all the characters that he wanted in the game, and at the end of it, he's like, no buy.
Exactly. That's how I feel. But who knows? Hopefully that leak isn't real. Because even the leaker got pissed off as it kept going on. As he was revealing all this. I'm like, damn.
He's like, okay, I'm giving you the official leak. Wait, this is the official leak?
Capcom announcing anything else?
Yes.
I want to see Capcom announce something with Devil May Cry.
They're announcing a third game, they said, at E3 this year. It's going to be one of their big sellers. So it might be Devil May Cry or it might be a new Monster Hunter. But I don't think it will be a new Monster Hunter because they just talked about
They
Monster
just
Hunter
did
for
one.
the Switch.
Yeah.
Which I think is just the Wii game to the Switch?
I think so. There was a bit with the Wii U or the Wii where you could take Monster Hunter 3 or 4 Ultimate and play along with someone who was playing it on the Switch or on the Wii U or the Wii.
I know they just put out Resident Evil, so I don't think it's going to be Resident Evil.
No, they might talk about remake because they are doing Resident Evil 2 remake, so they
Yeah.
might talk about that.
I would rather see them just, hey guys, here's Devil May Cry. Just give us something off of it.
Yeah, not the DOA. I mean,
Not
DOA. Not DMC from Ninja Theory. Fuck that.
No, not that crap.
We want to see a real Devil May Cry, like
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 5.
Give us the
More demons. Bigger jelly beans when you kill them.
Exactly.
the pipe dream from Capcom. In conjunction with Platinum, we're going to be doing Devil May Cry. I think that would be great. It goes back to the hands of pretty much the original creator.
Platinum said they're cool with that.
Yeah.
If Capcom ever came to them to do a Devil May Cry game, they said they would do it.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't.
God, if I had to say a pipe dream for Capcom, I would want either a new Power Stone game or a new Rival School game. But I highly doubt those are going to happen, considering...
I think Capcom's on shaky water at the moment.
Yeah,
So I think they're going to do what they can to get money, and then...
Yeah, so take everything with a grain of salt, guys, when it comes to Capcom.
Yeah. Even I don't play too many of their games. I play Monster Hunter every once in a while. Generations was kind of same-ish. As much as you can say that between 2 Monster Hunter games.
Yeah. I guess EA...
Fuck
is
EA?
Yeah.
I mean...
EA, you know what? I just want to throw this out here. I know I said this to you online, and I said about the video. I said I think that the industry is heading for a crash. You know why?
EA's killing everyone?
EA killed so much shit, and then they also put that goddamn Mass Effect Andromeda out there.
Oh yeah, I heard that sucked.
Jesus Christ. That's the game that they're going to put their foot on. That's how they're going to bring BioWare back. No, good sir. That's why I think they're going to fail. That's why I think you're going to start seeing a lot more companies starting to screw up, and they're going to have more like that Capcom symbiosis, where they're going to have to be like, hey, Sony, can you throw me some shekels in the hat so I can make a game?
I think next I want to talk about is... Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, they did announce one thing, though, for BioWare. BioWare is working on Dragon Age 5.
I thought they were working on 2 games that have been undisclosed right now.
One's undisclosed, but I know they definitely said they are working on Dragon Age 5.
Yeah, you're right, because the scriptwriter, right?
Yeah, scriptwriter announced they are working on it, so I don't see us seeing anything from it, but
no.
Maybe.
The guy at the booth will be nice enough to say, hey, maybe.
But even then, that game, that Inquisition wasn't bad, it just...
Okay, I thought you were still mad about Andromeda.
Oh, I'm still mad about Andromeda, but Inquisition's just not... It's good, but it's not good enough for that series.
I'd say THQ Nordic next. I would like them... I'd like them to show off something of Darksiders 3, but they already...
Probably too early for gameplay.
Yeah, it's already in pre-alpha, what they showed.
Well, even if pre-alpha, just give us an idea. Like,
yeah.
Just hey.
Even if it's just the character model moving around a bit.
Yeah, this is what we're thinking. Like, give us a sample of an idea of what they're going to do with the dungeon. Like, is it going to be that, you can use the whip as, I would assume,
A grappling hook?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, like,
I'm assuming it's going to go the route of not Darksiders. I'm assuming it's going to go the route of Lords of Shadow with the whip mechanics.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, old school Castlevania 2, I think, was where you could...
It's going to be a 2D game?
Oh, they probably... No.
They could not afford that.
They would not be able to.
Where you could latch onto a hook and, like, slide over a pit or something like that. I would be fine if that's all they showed me.
I would be fine, too. Well, that's all I know of THQ Nordic that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I mean...
They have other games, but there's
South
not
Park
really...
No, it's South Park,
that's
The Fractured
Ubisoft.
Butthole.
That's
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft, yeah.
Huh.
They were with THQ, but then THQ exploded.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ubisoft bought it.
Well, I guess now's a better time to talk about the elephant in the room.
Which one?
Bob's company, Bobomania, where they're making, the Bobening. It's the game where you get to play as Bob writing a book.
And then...
You make it sound like it's not interesting, but there's actually a couple romance schemes going on. It's kind of like what Andromeda wanted to be.
And then...
Except
Did you play Andromeda? Or are you just feeding us stuff you found on the internet? Or when he's told you? His silence says it all. Bob's a troll. What did you do to him? He used to be
I read a review in Game Informer.
What did you do to him, Mike? You turned him into a troll.
I win.
Ubisoft. I think they're gonna announce a new Assassin's Creed game. What's it called? Origins is the tentative title?
I don't even know.
They were talking about it. I think it's the Egyptian one they're trying to make.
I heard something about that.
Some people are suggesting that, but other people also suggesting that this one's going to have basically everything that Ubisoft has done up to this point to try to appease everybody. We're going to have two characters, guys. A man and a woman. And, remember
both apply to all faiths.
Remember boats? We love boats, guys. Here's boats again.
Is it wrong that I missed
Assassin's Creed Egypt, you're playing as Moses.
Thank you, Bob. I want to play as Moses now.
He did use guns.
It's no longer an assassination game. It is now wizards. It's basically Lego Lord of the Rings if you only play as Gandalf.
Although...
We're not working hard.
If I had to be serious about it, though, I don't know how I'd feel about Origins. I think it's what it's tentatively called right now. But I don't know. What can you do in Ancient Egypt that you already haven't done all the other games? You know there's going to be water because you're going to be on the Tigris?
The Nile.
The Nile. You'll be in the Nile. You'll be in the...
No, the Tigris, right below Mount Olympus.
Exactly.
It's on the Silk Trail.
Geography's not my strong suit. But what else can you do?
Honestly, I'd almost be okay with the actual assassination part being kind of samey if it gives real story out of there. Because the other games recently have been kind of no story on the outside. In Assassin's Creed 4 and Assassin's Creed Rogue, you literally work in the same office building. You're just two different guys.
Yeah, because they killed Desmond Miles in, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, to open it up so they're not just connected to that one weird family thing.
See, I've got this idea. I think it's going to be one of two things. Either they're going to go with the primogenitors, the people who came before, and then we're going to find out about how we was Kangs. Or it's going to be we was Kangs. Actually, it was just floating pyramids, and everything was futuristic, and that's how we get the futuristic, by going to ancient Egypt. Did you know aliens invented the pyramids?
No, that movie was bad.
Exactly. They also are working on, I think, a real-time strategy game with Mario and the Raving Rabbits.
I think so.
Yeah.
Rayman?
No. Mario and
the
Raving Rabbits.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the rabbits. That's what I heard.
I mean, because that's their more kid-focused one.
Yeah.
Even those games get kind of samey after a while.
Then you got the bigger horse in the room.
Need for Speed.
What? No.
They announced that they're doing some sort of Need for Speed thing. But
is that Ubisoft? Isn't it? I thought that was EA.
Ubisoft.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everyone's, Super Dream project, Beyond Good and Evil 2. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
You don't think it's going to be made, period?
I think it could be made, but I think...
People think it's going to be made for the Switch first, and it's going to have a time exclusive.
I think that a certain group of people in our community poisoned that game, so now everybody who wants that game wants to see it fail.
It's like a new Sonic game.
No, wait.
Yeah, where's our new glitch?
I can't wait for Far Cry 5. I want to see more.
Yeah, we should do a one-off of that, and then I can repeat my awesomeness of killing mammoths.
You can't kill mammoths this time.
Yeah, I'll kill monster trucks.
I mean,
no, it's Far Cry 5. It's in the 1800s.
You are in Montana. No, it's in the modern day in Montana.
Okay.
You know what I thought was hilarious? Just as a side note, I saw a masterful troll. King Troll, I'm going to call him. He put out a petition to have Far Cry 5 banned. Why? Because it depicted white people as evil.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, yes, this is too hilarious. But beyond that, yeah, I want to see more about that. I want to see what's going on in that game. Get under the hood, see what's going happening.
I look at a lot of indie developers on Steam. I don't know if they do anything at E3.
Nah.
No, they don't.
Ubisoft had their goal. Activision, I don't see too much coming out of it. Probably like Call of Duty. I want to see what the multiplayer looks like.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
Call of Duty baseball.
That's gonna be the biggest push this entire E3
Yeah.
is just the new Call of Duty.
I have to say the big thing that I'm really kind of oddly optimistic about. They really focused hard on the whatchamacallit, the single player. Yeah, it's actually got a whole Band of Brothers storyline.
I don't know. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan. The only Call of Duties I played were Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
I think I played one of those at a party, and it was my only experience with Call of Duty.
Yeah. But I think that should be good.
And then Sega. They've got 2 new Sonic games coming out this year. One's a traditional 2D Sonic that's...
Why is the Sonic fan base insane?
Because the games aren't really that great.
Well, that's weird because the first one was great. The second one was weird. It had one insane TV show and one that was actually really well done with an environmental message that wasn't shoved down your throat.
Did you watch either of those?
A little bit of both.
Okay, good.
And
I won't act like it was the thing I got up for on Saturday morning, but it was on.
Just gotta make sure.
And Sega, you're on my shit list anyway. You released Total War Warhammer last year, and now you're releasing Total Warhammer 2 this year.
Do I need to get you a soapbox?
Yes. You do. Guys, you can combine the games together to... Fuck you, sir. Fuck you. And you know what else? You sold the first one piecemeal. Oh, hey guys, you want to play as the elves? One of the big races in there? It's gonna be DLC. And then he fanned the fucking DLC at us.
You act like that doesn't happen now.
Yeah, but they did it obnoxiously. No, you see...
We literally need your DLC money to finish the game.
I could be fine with it if it was like, oh, this was an afterthought. We wanted these races in there, and then you look at the map, and they're not on there. Guess what? Josh has played the game, and he's told me, where the elves spawn, everything is fucking there. They just didn't unlock it. He's like, you sons of bitches.
I'm surprised he played that game.
He did, because he enjoys Total War, but Total War betrays us.
I guess that's what happens. Yakuza 6? Yakuza 0 is coming out.
Kimimi or something?
Yeah, that's coming out from Sega. And then I think 6 is coming out next year sometime.
Yeah.
I would like them to reveal something about Valkyria Chronicles, like saying, they're bringing 2 and 3 over for the PlayStation 4 remastered and HDified.
That might be nice, but I think they're focusing right now on gigantic tits, if that's what I believe the game is about.
Yeah, it is.
It's about giant knockers in velvet.
I didn't know we were talking about Dead or Alive.
No, I said Velvet, not bikinis.
I would love if they announced Dead or Alive 6.
Velvet DLC.
There we go. Back to Tecmo Koei, our namesake.
Yeah. And Marvolous is going to be there with Senron, Conquer, Peach, Splash, but that's really going to be Exceed.
I
I like typing!
I'd like to see more stuff.
I think we'd all like to see more stuff. I guess the ending thoughts. I'm a little.
Oh wait, before we do ending thoughts, I thought of one game that they haven't talked about. They delayed it. Red Dead 2.
There you go.
They should mention something about that. But beyond that, let's go with our ending thoughts.
Ending thoughts. I don't know. I'm not that hyped for this year's E3. I feel like we know a lot of stuff. It's just a matter of when it's going to come out. And it's just a matter of how much information they're just going to force treacle, out of us.
Like how they're going to, yeah.
Like how they're like, oh, we're sorry it took us so long to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
We forgot Bethesda also.
Oh.
And Squeenix.
Yeah, we did. Oh, Square Enix.
Square Enix.
Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Final Fantasy Dissidia for the PlayStation 4. And there you go, Square.
There you go. They suggested that picture people misread. There's a possibility that Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 might be coming out 2018.
Yeah, I read that. I think I put that up. No, the thing is...
Because they read it backwards. They said it's 2018 and the future. And people are like, because it's the farthest away, it's the... They're like, well, it could be.
Well, I think it's going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out next year. Because then they want Final Fantasy to probably come out in 2019. And then the Avengers game will probably come out in 2020.
Well, they said 2 blockbusters a year. So that would be their 2 blockbusters.
It would be their 2 blockbusters, but they would probably come out around the same time period. Because I don't see...
Yeah. Well, they'd have to do something.
Exactly. That's why I think they're going to treat them as like their super blockbusters.
Bethesda, they're probably going to talk about Elder Scrolls Online. They're probably going to talk about Quake Legends, I believe it's called. I would hope Pipe Dream. They said they're not going to because they have 2 major titles to announce beforehand, which maybe Quake is the title, but Elder Scrolls 6.
Because... Oh, I heard they might do something with the new Fallout. They might do like a Las Vegas thing to it.
Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah, they might do like a Orleans.
If they did a Fallout New Vegas to that game, or a just a new area, I would be down. Although that game pissed me off, I'd be down. Because you know what? Give it to Obsidian. Obsidian will rock your face. There you go. That's my dream. Elder Scrolls 6 and some Fallout New Orleans. Nolans.
That'd be fun.
I mean, it's been like what?
I don't know.
It's been 6 years since the last Elder Scrolls. They usually do a cycle of 5 to 6 years, so...
Yeah, they're putting that, 10-year-old game onto the Switch.
I know. Come on, guys! You want to play it still!
They already tricked me into buying that game 3 times.
What's the 4th time?
Exactly.
In for a penny.
But yeah, so I guess ending thoughts. What do you got to say, Bob? What's your thought on it?
Not much. I'm eager to watch it. I haven't actually sat down and watched E3 before, so this will be my first time actually sitting down and watching it.
We should get popcorn.
You act like we'll all be in the same room together.
I don't know. You never know.
The Sony press conference is at 9:30 at night. There's no way I think Bob's going to be free to come over to your house and then have to show up for work the next day.
No.
It might be, but it's going to be one of those things where it's 9:30 at night. I already decided where I'm going to sit for the next 2 hours, and I'm not changing it.
Yeah. What's my ending thoughts? I think a lot of the things that are going on at E3 are going to be good, but I think at the same time they're going to be kind of bad. I think they need to show off more IPs. I think they need to show us off a little bit more stuff. I think I alluded to it earlier. I think the industry is heading for a crash just because if you look back in the past at how that crash happened the first time, it was a lot of games that were rushed out, They were broken. Nobody really wanted to do it. They lost a lot of faith in the industry, and I think that's slowly starting to pick up with the DLCs and things like that.
Like the comic book movies.
Yeah, so I think that if this E3 doesn't energize the, the base, just gamers in general, I think that we're going to be looking more towards a eventual down slope of the gaming industry itself. So I think E3 will be nice. I hope it works out. I hope there's a lot of stuff. I can't wait to see what's going on. So
yeah, I agree with you.
Yep.
Maybe not about the crash, but I agree with you that I'm looking forward to it.
Might not be a big one, but I can understand if the market's just making a bunch of normal, samey stuff. People are gonna play the old games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why sell your games if you got good ones to begin with? But what are your opinions? What do you guys think? What do you want to see? Did we not talk about something that you guys want to see?
Yeah, because at the time of this recording, we're still a week away from this, but the rumor mills should all be kicking in right about now. So
right now, we will date this video. It is June the 3rd.
Yep.
So this will probably go up
next Friday.
So today,
right before the very first press conference of E3.
When you're watching this, it should be at least the
day before.
9th. The 9th or the 10th, because the 10th would be Saturday.
Yeah, it would be the 9th.
So it would be the 9th. The 9th is when this is going to go up. So you're watching it on the 9th. If you guys have any ideas of what you guys think might go on, maybe something's popped up in the week.
Yep.
And then you can be like, hey guys, maybe did you see this? We'll totally check it out. We'll see what's going on.
Yep, and then we're going to have another podcast with our friends over at the Basement Bros Production about post E3. So look forward to that, and hopefully some of our predictions come true. We didn't really make that many big predictions. I feel like this E3 is going to be safe. Like, we know what's going to be there. We just...
we kind of know what they're working on. We just want to hear dates.
Exactly. That's pretty much what I think it is. So I think this E3 is just going to be a safe E3.
That's what I'm saying. They got to put out, like, a lot of... They got to mix things up.
I would too.
Somebody's got to surprise things. Nintendo, you got a week. Be the wild card.
Nintendo, give me a really good reason to buy a Switch, because for some reason I've been looking at it on Amazon and I've been thinking about it. But god damn, your Pro Controller's too much goddamn fucking money. Sorry, that's enough ranting from me.
But we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Regular controllers are too much money. I'm going to come right out and say it.
Joy-Cons? Aren't they like $14?
I was talking like PS4 controller.
Oh, no.
That's like a game.
No, I was talking about the Pro Controller. Never mind.
See you on the next one, guys.
Yep, have a good day, guys.